Hi friends, welcome to Aishu's DIY. Today we will learn how to make this cute earrings. It's like a statement earring, but it is extremely easy, just way too easy. And for these, the materials that we need is some beads and some memory wire. I have here some memory wire. This is from Fire Mountain and Gems, and it is 1.75 inch, 0.7 millimeter thickness. It's a little like a 19 gauge, I would say. It is not 20 gauge, it's 19 gauge. It is memory wire and it's pretty strong. And we have so much coils out here, and we need this. And for this earring, I have a dangle, which is really pretty, with a stone, a blue color stone. So I matched it with a teardrop. This one is teardrop bead. It is top drill. That means the hole is from side to side. You want something like that so that you can string. If it is going from top to bottom, then you will have to do a wrap loop. This way it's so simpler. So I want to keep this video as simple as possible for you guys to make. Even the beginners can make these earrings. And we need ear wire, of course. Some ear wires. These are 925 silver, 0.925 silver ear wires, and then some I don't know if it is a 2 millimeter or a 1 millimeter metallic spacer beads. I'm using those spacer beads for this earrings. And for this, I'm using seed beads, 11 seed beads, the regular 11 seed beads that you have. I have some Japanese seed beads and some crystals. I'm using the one which has like a ombre effect, the lighter one, a little bit darker one than the lighter one. That's what I'm going for. So you can do like one single color with a contrast teardrop, or just go like this. It's totally up to you. Whichever you have available, you can use those beads and then make this pretty earrings. Jump rings, you will need one jump ring and one dangle for this. If you don't have a dangle, then you can make yourself a wrap loop with a bead and then dangle it. That's also fine. So, and then here for this earring, you need 3 jump rings for one earring. So for a pair, you will need 6 jump rings. Those are smaller jump rings. If you don't know how to make a jump ring from wire, go ahead and watch my video. I do have a video on my channel how to make your own jump rings at home. So for to cut the memory wire, I need a couple of good tools. Which I'm going to use is the tweezer nose pliers, which you guys all know. And then these are 6-step looping pliers. This I need it. If you don't have this, you can use a stronger round nose pliers, or you can use memory wire pliers. There is a looping pliers for just memory wire, which has 1 2. This top 2 mandrels. There is a tool like that. Then you need, this is absolutely necessary, this is memory wire cutters. Yours might not look like this is very old. So here we go. I am going to cut a little bit more than a loop, just a little bit, tad a bit more than a loop, and this will suffice. See this much. I just eyeball it, I don't measure it. You can take a little bit more and then snip it off if you want. This is about, say, 0.6 overlapping. And then for this one, I would go a little bit more because I want the loop to align on top of each other. So here we go. This is one full circle, and I'm going to go a little bit more, which will be this much. I can measure this also for you guys if you want. And this is about, say, 1 inch overlap. So it is okay to have a little bit more. You can cut it off eventually, but if you make it less, then you won't be able to match the other pair of earrings that you are making. So make sure you put this in a ziplock, and probably put something to hold this, because it gets tarnished quite pretty fast. I put this in a ziplock as well, but still it tarnishes. excuse me, sorry. So let's start with this earring, or we can start with this, doesn't matter. So take one, the one which has a smaller overlap. Take your looping pliers. I shall move everything this way. Looping pliers, one end, keep it over here. I should not feel that. So you cannot distort the shape of the memory wire, so just be careful about that. Just take it and make a loop. So take it slowly. See, I'm not doing on one go. Take it slowly, and then see how I'm resting the memory wire on my fingers and not letting it go. So that's how you need to do it. You need to apply pressure and then go all the way down until it reaches the other side. See, this is what we have so far. Now I will take my 11 seed beads, and then this will serve as a needle, so you don't have to pick all the beads. You can just take this apart like this and then start loading your beads in the memory wire. Then a bicone. So I did 3 seed beads and 1 bicone and 3 seed beads. Doesn't have to be the same pattern for you guys. You can do you, right? So you can have 1 seed bead in between, 2 seed beads in between, actually a lot of seed beads in between as well. So let's just focus on the pattern that everyone likes and then go ahead with it. So I feel the 3 beads was a good enough space for me to add the bicones. So I'm adding 3 beads in between the bicones. So I did some ombre color, so I just had 3 of the lighter color beads and 4 of the little bit darker color and 2 of the darker color beads. So this is what I did. I will do the same and I will come back and then we will string these ones. So I went ahead and strung the entire beads right here, and as you can see, when I leave it like this, it's almost full, but there's a teeny tiny gap, as you guys can see. I need that gap because once I make that loop, then I will have the jump rings to work on. So as you can see, when I push all the beads, I have this much left. So I'll probably go ahead and snip a little bit off, because for a loop, I don't think so I need that much. There we go. And now I take my looping pliers and I keep it right here. Just be careful because we have the other wire up there with beads. So go ahead, take it slow, and also you have a short space to work on. You just can take it that way and then do it like this, making sure you put pressure only on the wire and not on the beads. So once you have that, you can come in with the bent nose pliers and close your loop, just like so. See, there's a little bit of a gap and it's offset a little bit. I guess you guys can see that. So I will come in with my bent nose pliers and twist it to the opposite side a little bit, just like that, and then it will align properly. So this is what we have so far. See this? This has much more distance, I guess, but it is exactly the same number of beads. So I'll go ahead and make my loop. There we go. Now As I said, there is two types of closings. This one overlaps with each other, so we can hang the charm there, we can put the ear wire there, and so forth and so on. This one doesn't overlap, so in this case you need 3 jump rings. I'm using a 4mm jump rings. I have like a jump ring soup kind of. I just go ahead and pick up these 3, which I feel that they are 4mm jump rings. Okay. I take my tweezer nose pliers. I add it to this, like, yeah, still it is a little bit wobbly. I need to twist it towards this side so that it aligns properly. Now take my jump ring, put it on in one of the loop. Take your bent nose pliers or other pair of chain nose pliers and then go back and forth until you click. Take the next one, open it up. That one was open, right? So I just did that. Now I open it up and then I close it. So you can also add a charm in this, but I didn't. Then it's totally up to you how you want to dress up your hoops. Okay, now I like to do my earrings upside down so that the jump rings fall perfectly. Then I come in like this. Take my ear wire, drop that loop in as well, then go ahead and close it. So our earring is done. So there we go. A pretty hoop earring is ready for you guys. So you can make as many as you want. And let's come to this. So I did strung about half. I added 11 roundels. These are, I think, 2mm metallic spacer beads. So I have started with the metallic spacer bead, and then I added, and then in the center I added 1 metallic bead, and I added the teardrop, and then a metallic bead. I'll continue adding 11 more sets. Then I will be ready to finish it off with the ear wire and the dangle. I will continue. I really like this color combination. It's nice and bright, and the orange contrasts nice with the blue. I had this charm, so that was helpful as well for me to tie in everything. So I'll just string this up and come back. So I strung all the 11 roundels out here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. See this? We don't want this much for a loop. I'm going to snip off just a little bit, not more, just like that, just a little bit. I close it so that it doesn't fly off, and I catch the tidbits just like that. Now time to use my pliers. Come in, and then oops, that might happen. Okay, no problems whatsoever. Let me count. I think 5. Yes. make a loop with your 6-step looping pliers. As you can see, it automatically goes on top of each other, just a little bit of difference. So if you're not comfortable with doing this, you don't have to even cut it. You can make the loop, then realize the loop is further away from the beads, then you can cut a little bit off and then do it that way. Okay, see this bead is coming out. That means the loop is not completely closed, which has a wide open right here. So I go ahead and squish this between my pliers, bent nose pliers, and there we go. Do the same this side too. I still see a short gap. There we go. Just hold it a little bit. Don't press it a lot, because what happens is sometimes it happens so that it will go squish and the loop will be like, instead of like this, it'll go on top of this like this. So now I have, okay, this one is damaged here wire. I'll take another one. These are very flimsy. Open up that loop how you would open a jump ring. Come in and then go ahead and snip those 2 loops in. Make sure you have the 2 loops in. The first one that I made, I thought I put the 2 loops in, but they weren't in. Only one was inside, and I realized only after I was putting in my tangle. So I closed it in and I'm checking both are in. That's good. Now take my jump ring, take my bent nose pliers, hold on, open it up, take your charm, whichever charm you have, and then go on top of these 2 loops from the bottom. It's a little bit tricky, so I like to keep it down like that, and take my bent nose pliers. See this? If you can use a bigger jump ring, this should be a piece of cake is what I think, but I'm not so sure. See how I'm holding it so that I can grasp that, then go back and forth. See this? It's only on one of the loops. Now you can also find out if you make a mistake this way. So go ahead, go through the 2 loops. I like to put it down that way, then grab a hold of that, there we go. Check if everything is proper. Yes, it is. And our earrings are ready. So how cool is this gift for Christmas, this Christmas or Thanksgiving? When you're going back home, you can make a couple of them for your friends and family. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos a couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.